we're going to go to Germany, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got the day started with a win over the Seattle Seahawks, final score of 21-16. It didn't feel that close, and this is another example of what happens when you can run the ball. The Buccaneers had not run the ball effectively since their Week 1 win, 19-3 over the Dallas Cowboys. They got it going. And you know what? Maybe it was enough of an affront to Leonard Fournette to not be the starter of the game. Rachaad White, the rookie, got the start. Now, he didn't do much in the first drive. Fournette was back on the field, or on the field as the case may be, for the second drive of the game. But White and Fournette combined for 162 rushing yards. Fournette has a hip injury, left the game in the fourth quarter, but this is exactly what the Buccaneers need. Run the ball to allow Tom Brady to do Tom Brady things.
Yeah, and look, I mean, this is kind of what we were talking about last week, right? Is this the start of Tom Brady really getting it going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Because that division is dog water in the NFC South. So all they got to do is just kind of stack some wins together. Maybe they'll be 9-8, maybe they'll be 10-7, maybe they'll be 7-10. But that's the best team in that division. And I think we finally started to see kind of some of that, I guess, dynamism that we've been missing from the Buccaneers offense and from Tom Brady. Just some more of that fluidity that we have not really seen throughout the course of the year so far. And, you know, if it got going last week with the Rams collapsing in the last minute, then, you know what, so be it. Now they are on a 2-game winning streak. They're at 500. Everything is right there in front of them for the Buccaneers. So if it took a little bit longer for 45-year-old Tom Brady to get it going, then we're going to see over the rest of the second half of this season what the Buccaneers can actually turn into.
Brady has now won games in 4 different countries: the United States, England, Mexico, and Germany. First ever regular season game in Germany, and it had that Super Bowl vibe. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I thought the Buccaneers would win. Brady is going to feel very much at home in a moment. Pete Carroll was calling it like a college bowl game, and I get, but it's bigger than the normal game, bigger than the normal stakes, more exciting, more of a buzz in the air. And, you know, you go to stadiums, you can sense whether it's a run-of-the-mill basic game or something special. And it was something special. They had 3 million ticket requests, for crying out loud, for that game. The German fans were going bonkos for Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think that provided the lift. However, though, all that moment, I thought it was going to swing. Now, you know, there was a lot of talk over the weekend about the quality of fields. The European grass pitches are not ideal for football. It reminded me of the Dolphins-Giants game from 2007, the first regular season game ever played at Wembley on grass, and the pitch was slick because that grass is built for 175-pound soccer players, not 250-pound football players who are applying different forces, and things are coming out from under their, you know, their hips, and they're flipping and slipping. And do we have the Fournette interception on the? They tried to set it up earlier, and they made the comment, "Oh, Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette's taking a snap, and Tom Brady's just standing there." Well, they tried to throw it to him, and it didn't work. And look, he's still got that Tin Man without oil vibe, and you know, he slips and falls, and then he trips Tariq Woolen, but he found a way to make that play look even more ungainly than in Super Bowl 52, I think it was, when he dropped the throw. Remember that one? I don't know what's worse, dropping the throw or falling down before you even get a chance to drop the throw.
Look, I mean, when they ran the first play where Tom Brady was standing off to the side, my thought was the dumbest thing would be to try and run something off of that where they actually throw it to Tom Brady. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, I'm serious. Todd Bowles should have taken that thing as soon as he saw it off the play sheet. Do not throw it to your 45-year-old quarterback. Byron Leftwich, I expect better from you. And Tom Brady, I expect better from you too. Tell him don't throw it to me. You got to, at a certain point, you know, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. All right? We fold that play. Take that play out of the playbook. Never run it again.
Yeah, the rest of that lyric is know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know walk away, and know when to run. He can't run. That's the problem. He cannot run. Even when he's running. I say this all the time. I've been saying it for years. First of all, it looks like he's a guy whose skis went down the hill and he's running down with his ski boots on trying to catch the skis. Or it looks like an NFL Films John Facenda slow motion but there's no slow motion. That's just how he moves. I don't know what they were trying to prove there, and it was just not a good look. And I thought, man, maybe something is gonna, that maybe this is the spark for the Seahawks, but they weren't able to get it done. And it would have been extra memorable for a couple of Seahawks who played football at West Virginia University, Geno Smith and Bruce Irvin, because to the credit, we got to get the show on in Germany. I don't know how we would do the whole, it's a different language thing.
Translation thing.
But they had Country Roads. They were singing it. They know the words. There it is.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Unbelievable.
Did you feel
now I will say
connection to
this.
that there?
I will say this. Turnabout is fair play. I still remember the words to 99 Luft Balloons from 1984. Are you familiar with 99 Luft Balloons? Yeah. 99.
You give me a music question. I know the music stuff. Right. The movie stuff I don't got, but the music stuff I do. Yeah. So I did 99 Luft Balloons. Very good.
Unfortunately, the whole message of 99 Luft Balloons has become very relevant again this year, but let's forget about that. We got more football to discuss when we return. Superlatives for Week 10. More PFT Live right after this. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.